What's going on? It's my life in the shop. I'm your host, Norman Washington. I'm going to bring you guys a double homicide that happened on the 8200 block of South Paxton Street. I'm going to bring you guys out there to where it happened and this crazy story. I'm going to also bring you guys to the person accused of this, the 56-year-old Stephen Hawthorne. He was convicted of a homicide in 1983, out in 2017, and was out on bond for unlawful use of a weapon. And is still running the streets. Help it make sense. However, ladies, I need you guys to run down this list of red flags. I need you to know it, remember it, write it down, take a picture, whatever, but know it. Also, I'm going to show you guys that the news article is going to say the attacker just before 2 a.m. allegedly let himself in to Washington's home with a key, according to the article.
On April 16th, around 2 a.m., Stephen Hawthorne, age 56, allegedly walked into his ex-girlfriend's apartment, Tamara Washington, 26 years age, and he allegedly shot her current boyfriend, Norman Redden, 51 years old, allegedly shot him in the head, allegedly shot at Tamara Washington. We think he ran out of bullets. She ran to South Paxton, where he chased her down and bludgeoned her to death with a large rock.
Now, I couldn't imagine 2 a.m., you just sleeping, you chilling, and you look up and you see this crazy mofo, and I couldn't imagine it. So they're going to say, carrying a 9mm handgun, Hawthorne walked into the bedroom and shot her current partner, 51, Norman Redden, in the head. I couldn't imagine the terror that had to go through them. And her two daughters were in the home. They're not releasing how old the two daughters were, but her 63-year-old uncle and the children ran into the stairwell and tried to hide. However, the story's going to read that her uncle, Hawthorne allegedly followed and fired shots as he and Washington's uncle struggled over the weapon. So the uncle tried to save them. They struggled over the weapon. He fired 2 shots, but he missed. But Washington's uncle pretended to be wounded. Hawthorne fled, chasing her. Sounds as if in the article, that they're going to say he was striking her with the gun. Sounded like he was pistol beating her. She ran out of the house. He chased her to the 80. She lived on the 8300 block of South Luella. He chased her to the 8200 block of South Paxton. Sounded like he was beating her with the gun. Maybe he ran out of bullets. Then went and grabbed a boulder. Somebody pulled up and tried to help her. But he pointed a gun, said, keep it moving or whatever. It sounds as if from the article, according to the article, sounds as if that car picked up the children and the uncle put them in the car. However, man, I want to bring it. Why was he on the streets? Renee, what's going on with, and a lot of people are saying the Democratic Society is just soft on crime. Is that helpful in the Democratic community?
So a little background about Stephen Hawthorne. Yes, he was charged with a murder in the 80s. He was a teenager. So he was let out in 2017, and he was picked up in January for a felon with the gun charge. So he's only been out a few years.
Exactly. So that's why I wanted to bring this here. You know, we've done what, 5 or 6 domestics just in this week alone. All right.
Yes.
I know a lot of people bring their representative in the first 3 months, 6 months, but that real person will come out eventually. Some of the things you want to do, ladies and gentlemen, though, too. Don't get me wrong. Some of y'all ladies, some of y'all ain't rap tight all the way up there. but
yeah.
You know, man, in 2023, it's like, man, you got to do a background check. Okay, hey, first date. Hey, how are you? I know this is our first date, but will you mind writing down your first and last name so I can do a background check on you, buddy? I mean, yo, honestly, this is where we at. In the date world. Tell me I'm lying.
Yeah, I don't know about the social number, and I wouldn't tell them that I'm going to perform a background check. I would just do that quietly.
Yeah, do it quietly. But okay, hey, buddy, full name, okay, and so increased loss of temper. So if y'all in an argument and this fool just flip out somehow, some way, Red flag. Frequent physical
Yeah.
fighting, not have to be you. So they say frequent physical fighting,
Right.
not necessarily you, but some of his partners, his family members, always fighting, fussing, and lost a temper,
Right.
increase of alcohol and drugs. So dang, this cat drink a whole lot. Yo, what's going on? Increase of risk behavior, speeding, doing all types of crazy stuff. Just risk behavior that kind of don't care
Yeah.
whether you go to jail or not. Mental illness, major or acute, saying minor or major. Like, okay, wait a minute, I got a slight case of schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Woo. What? Huh? Planning to commit acts of violence. Oh, that cat yesterday ticked me off. I'ma go handle dude. Red flag, ladies.
Yeah.
Red flag, gentlemen. Also, announcing threats to plans to hurt others. A lot of the cases we've done, they've threatened that person prior. I would also
Or
get
specifically, yeah.
to this. Go ahead.
Or specifically in his case, I mean, it's good that you listed those reasons, but he was a convicted felon for murder. So,
All right. So yeah, in this case, we don't know
yeah.
have any recent arrest in this case, as far as with domestic violence. We don't know that
Right.
as of now. That hasn't come out.
Yeah.
So we don't know whether she called the police on him or he threatened her. We don't know that as now. But I'm tripping off the headline in the news article that says the attack happened just before 2 a.m. and allegedly let himself into her home. OMG.
Yeah, which is something else to be on the lookout for. If you break up with someone you recently lived with, you might want to change the locks or get the key back.
Right. Say, hey, there was a age gap, 56 to 26.
Yeah.
And the current boyfriend is Norman Redden, 51. But yeah, definitely get that key back, ladies. Change them locks. Change your address too with these crazy mofos. It's like, okay, cool. After each relationship, you got to move almost. There's so many crazies out here.
Yeah.
All the women, all the men out here, and y'all tweaking. It's crazy out here, man. It's some cats out here that ain't rap tight.
Yeah, women specifically have to be very, very careful because now she has 2 kids that are left behind. I'm assuming her family is gonna help take care of these 2 kids, but that's very devastating for her family.
I keep bringing the stats up. Men, women, y'all read these stats. It is horrifically more common than you would ever imagine. And this is why I keep bringing and showing you guys these stats. Every single second, man, somebody is being abused. Pretty much. And it's a growing problem with the increase of guns, with the lack of mental health facilities, drug use, and those jails do not rehabilitate people. That's something else that's even worse. People go to jail and they should be rehabilitated. Like in some countries, I think some country I read that when the people go in, it's like a just rehabilitation. They come out way better. In our country, somebody go to jail and they come out PTSD.
Yeah, America, and it's also take note, America has a very high recidivism rate, meaning if you leave prison, you have a high rate of returning.
Yeah, because you go in and you're being, it's just trauma on trauma on trauma, and you come out with PTSD and you're not able to function in society. His case was overturned due to a 2012 law that states that, teens that go to jail for murder have a second chance. Like he was given life and he wasn't even supposed to be out until that law changed it, that teens that get locked up.
Right.
So
and also,
Go ahead.
So also take note that it said that he was also wearing an electronic monitoring bracelet. So he had that on as well.
Oh wow. Anyway, tragic case.
Yeah.
Everybody be careful out there. Shout out to everybody sending me stories. Thanks, Renee, for coming on. Make sure you guys like, comment. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace, y'all.
City on fire. Ooh, down to the wire. It's my life in the shy. Ooh, it's my life in the shy.